Hello, everybody. Back-to-back weeks, Dan C coming to you remote, but we don't miss whether it's vacation, sickness, fun, not fun. We will be here. We need it. We enjoy it. My name's Dan C. This handsome gentleman above me is the mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
You must have liked my Instagram post today. No, I'm just kidding. You'll tell me like your eyes are a little weird. Anyways, I'm Steve or the mayor, and gosh, I'm coming to you guys remote from Dan. Usually we do Beard Advice Live here from Dan's studio. Dan is on the road. I am not, so it's my pleasure to kind of host Beard Advice Live. I'm going to run the show. Dan's gonna be the face of the show, the beard of the show for real. But I am kind of doing the slides and things, and this is Beard Advice Live.
Yeah, and in case you guys are wondering and don't know, I am in Nashville, Tennessee, more specifically Franklin, Tennessee right now. I'm an hour behind. I got news that the time changed when I saw it change on my phone, because we are used to driving through Kentucky and Tennessee to go down to Florida, and there's no time change. And so I didn't realize we were going over, and I was trying to make a certain time with driving, and it switched. I'm like, dang, I'm killing it. I'm like, wait, that's crazy. No. So for me, it is 8 p.m. right now, not our normal 9 o'clock. And if you guys haven't heard or you didn't figure it out, putting those pieces together, I am here with Fable Beard Co. with Colin the Wizard and his wife, Megan the Princess. And so far, we've just been like hanging out, getting to know each other. We've known each other online for over 4 years now. And actually met before Fable Beard Co. We met before I had a YouTube channel, and we had dinner at their house last night. Beautiful house, unbelievable neighborhood, truly unbelievable. And then we had dinner tonight. Sam and Violet stayed in because she was a little bit sleepy, Violet. And then tomorrow we're going to a full-out production studio, which is pretty cool. They did the Harry Potter movie. They've done like huge one. They have like a 200-foot green screen production. Like, I'm super excited. So that's first thing tomorrow morning. We're picking up Jeff, who is the Fable artist, and we're going to do that. We have a vault stream on Friday. So we just have a lot going right now. And yeah, man, the last thing I'll say on this is the heat down here. I know it's everywhere. Most people have like a little hot streak going on right now, but the heat is silly. We maintained a feels like 111 today all day, and it actually felt like 111. The real temp got up to 99. So it is, man, oh man, it's hot. If you guys could in the chat right now, how hot did it get today where you guys are at? And Mary, I know it got pretty hot back at our house.
I've actually been cold in the basement, but yeah, no, it's very warm. I haven't looked at the thermometer, and I think it's 90s at least in Michigan, though, for sure.
That's wild, and that's pretty rare for us. We don't usually hit into the true 90s. Wow, 115 in Phoenix.
All yeah, that's just you just don't go outside, guys, and when
right
that's going on. So even though
we hit the zoo first thing this morning, tried to beat the heat. It's a very shady zoo, not like scary, sketchy, but like filled with cover from the sun.
Don't trust that kangaroo.
Yeah, and so we did okay for the first part, and then it got pretty hot. But crazy stories. So our favorite YouTube channel outside of the beard world, we talk about it all the time. It's called Kara and Nate. It's this travel couple. Well, they're from Nashville, and we knew they were traveling, and so we were like, we probably won't be able to see them. We're at the zoo today, and we see Nate's grandpa, dad, and sister, and we know them from the show. It was, what are the chances the day that we go to the zoo, the time we're at the zoo, and then crossing paths of this massive zoo? It was pretty cool. So if you guys watch Kara and Nate, we saw the grandpa, dad, and sister today. Pretty cool.
So that's kind of like a one step away. Obviously, if you saw them, you wouldn't hesitate to say hi. But what did you do with the secondary players?
Fantastic question and great rendering, because they are on the channel often. All of them are in the videos. And I did not say hello. If it was them, instantly amazing, biggest fans ever. I would have fangirled out. I did not say anything because it's not their channel, and I don't know. I didn't like blank or like freeze, but that thought process you had. I had that same one, so I did not say anything because it was the zoo, and just kind of let them do their thing.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the best move. I think that's the difference. Well, anyway, I'm kind of thirsty, so we need to talk about our traditions here on the show a little bit.
Yeah.
Guys, ever since the beginning of these Wednesday streams, it didn't start out as Beard Advice Live. We've had some traditions. We partake in Mountain Dew. I am just going regular, even though I have an 8 a.m. dentist appointment. I'm going to drench those teeth in Mountain Dew and try to remember to brush tonight. So we do Mountain Dew. What else do we do, Dan?
We also eat beef jerky, but first I got to show my Mountain Dew.
Right.
Next week, guys, we have some dews that were sent in, and we have a bunch of beverages I'm excited to try, and we'll be back in the studio. Hey, whoa, the wizard. Thank you, man. I don't know if you missed the intro, but we were talking all about you guys. Thank you, princess. Thank you, wizard. That's awesome, man. We went to a store. So, yeah, we have some beverages next week. We have a new Mountain Dew we haven't tried, and we have some beverages. Oh, we got 2 Mountain Dews we haven't tried next week. We've got the Baja Gold, and we have the purple Mountain Dew. So super pumped on that one. But we also have some beverages from Hawaii that Ken sent over. So super pumped for that. Today, we've tried this one already, but I said, when in Rome. So I have the Baja, and this one is the Mango Gem. We had this one a couple weeks ago.
You've got a crush on that one. You
I liked
secretly, I love that.
I liked
you said
it.
That's number 3?
No. Number 3 was
Mango.
the one Corey sent.
Gotcha. They look similar.
Oh, that was so not the Baja. That was the citrus, whatever that one was. Citrus fruit punch, something like that. That one was really, really good. So, yeah, so we drink Mountain Dew, and I'm excited. Yeah, so the Baja Gold Wolverine, we're going to try that next week with the pineapple, and I do like pineapple. So our other tradition is we eat beef jerky. I am in the Kentucky, Tennessee area. Overdrive was the other one. So I, of course, had to get some Mingy. We brought actually 4 7-ounce bags of Mingy. That's how much we enjoy it. So, yeah. What about you, Mayor? What you crunch?
I'm doing, I forgot to pre-open the Duke's Hot and Spicy. Duke's Hot and Spicy, not Mingy tonight. But I don't know.
Nice.
I did last week. I did the green chili, and this week I'm doing hot and spicy.
Nice. And with the wizard, we went to his castle last night. It is actually a castle. It's freaking crazy. He made us some steaks for dinner, which were delicious, and he had some Mountain Dew on deck ready for me. So it was a good night. Sam had her Diet Coke from them. We were treated like kings and queens. It was awesome. Really, really good experience, and we're excited for the week. Like I said, we're going to be filming some content probably. We're doing live streams, and then going through a real live production studio is going to be wild. And just as a bonus, they have 2 boys the same, roundabout same age as Maddox and Jax. Their older is a tad bit older than Maddox, but they all get along really well, and they like the same video games and Pokemon stuff. So they've been able to hang out and enjoy themselves as well, while Violet just terrorizes everything. So that's been a positive.
Everybody has their job.
Yep. And Mayor, I will say, you got a full, and Mr. Wolverine, that video is coming. The mayor even brought up the same idea. That video is coming, Mr. Wolverine. I can't say what yet, but you got a full-fledged beard now, man.
Me?
Yeah.
Scruff still. Kind of, though. I will say, I feel like it came back faster this time than I was growing it the first time.
I think
I'm not sure why, but
yeah. And
I'm healthier.
Welcome to everybody that came in here. We saw Westwide, Bearded Mac, Mark, everybody in here. Weatherbeard, I appreciate you guys all. Nicholas, Tyler, Robert, Doug Sloan, Bill, Ellie, True North, Todd, Robert, Modified Jax, Sam H, Mark again, Mr. Votto, Jake Boss, Evan, Carlos, Kevin, Bryce. Oh, man, everybody's in here. Matthew, Daniel. Hello, you guys. If I missed you, say hello to everybody. What's up, Bearded Okie? How you doing? I'm down in the heat with some of you guys living that heat life as we go through. So, Mayor, we got the traditions out of the way. We got some small talk and some updates on life. What is the meat? Hey, what's up, Steve? Say hello to your wife. What is the meat and potatoes of this Wednesday show?
The meat and potatoes of Beard Advice Live is we give advice, whether it's you're asking for a specific targeted issue, or you have hey, do I have the genes for a beard, or what should I wear with this? Anything, any trouble spots, any questions, you can send in your questions to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Brevity is great. Bullet points are great. And then give us a couple pictures. Give us a front-facing picture, a side picture, so that we have a good idea, because you can really tell. It's funny. I've done this show for 3 years, or I know, whatever. We've been talking beers for 3 years. Show look good too, and I can see I see patches, and I've actually put together a lot of like a lot of things that happen in my chin area is based on my weird chin shape, and there's just things that you can get from those photos. So send those in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We'll email you back before you're on the show, just so you know. And that's about it.
Yeah, and we haven't said this tonight at all. It has been scrolling, but we just switched it. A couple of you have been helping us out in the chat. Like Tony T just said right now, if you guys don't mind, please hit a thumbs up, whether you're on the phone like me, whether you're on the computer like the mayor. Regardless, it's free. It takes less than 2 seconds, and it really helps out what we do here. And hello to everybody. Ken, hello, everyone that just came in. Eric with an A, my man. Yeah, thank you guys. It's simple to support, and we feel like we are helping people out on this stream. We feel like you guys are helping us out by giving content. And we do have a section tonight, guys, dedicated to questions, as always on Wednesday. So if you have a question for the mayor, if you got a question for me, or even the chat in the community, hold that question. We'll get to it. If you drop it early, we'll probably star it and come back to it to the best of our ability. But we want you guys to ask questions. We want you to say, hey, Mayor, what's going on with this? What you doing here? Hey, Dan, what about Tennessee Heat? How's your beard? Or just something happened this week and you're wondering. Let us know as we go through. Hey, Betsy, yeah, I agree. Steve, your mic has sounded really, really nice. Did you switch up placement or something?
No, I think it's the same thing when I was on Jay Cruz's show, like the parody of like a one kind of mic versus like the dynamic mic.
That makes sense. Yeah, I just simply have these like cheap airport ones, but hey, we adjust. We get it done. It's working great. It's better than like glitchy Wi-Fi and stuff. So I will say, AT&T, our service in Franklin is not great. No. Not great at all, which surprises me because this is a ridiculously wealthy area. Like we're talking like the Justin Timberlakes of the world. Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know, AT&T. I never had them. I've always been a Verizon guy, and they've always been pretty good for me.
I can see that. That's good. All right, you ready to get this party started? Oh, yeah. So, Mike, I actually did go back. We gained exactly 98 members on Monday. 98 members. So, wow. Most of those were for amazing donations and gifts. Those were so cool. But we did have some natural new members too. We did not go over the 100. We gained 98 members. Unbelievable.
Okay. Wow. That's you messaged me after that, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like that's a huge number and crazy. I know. Considering how many people are already members.
Right. I feel bad messaging the mayor late, but I had to message him after that show on Monday. If you guys were in there, you guys know that show was special. That show was exactly what this community and this platform is all about. And I messaged him. I'm like, that was whatever I said. That was insane. And I was like, we gained almost 100 members. It was truly nuts. So thank you if you were there. Thank you if you donated. Thank you if you gifted, if you joined, even if you just hit the thumbs up and said hello. Daniel, how do you become a member? I normally have a link that I can send out, but there's a few different ways. One of the ways is there is a dollar symbol that's by like the comment button. You hit that and you'll see like become a member or gift a membership. Otherwise, there is like a button if you're on Android or computers that's by the subscribe button that'll say join. Otherwise, you got to get on a computer and do that. For whatever reason, Apple does not like to play nice with mobile. You'll notice there's a lot of things on iPhone that you can't do on other platforms. Like, for example, I can't do this. I have to use their Safari browser to do that. So I can't use any other browser. Apple's like, no, you got to be with us. So, yeah, that would be how you join as a member. The easiest way is to hit that little dollar symbol down by the chat. What is a member? It supports this platform. It supports this being my career, my full-time job. Somebody said it's for a month, it's $4.99. That's less than the coffee they spend every morning. So I thought that was really cool perspective when Joe shared that. And you get like your name in green. There's no slow mode chat for members. So Monday we had like literally hundreds of members. It was essentially, there was no slow chat on. It was gone. And you get a logo next to your name. I also added today the 24-month logo, which is pretty cool. So there's all these like, essentially like an NFT, if you guys understand that world. So yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And so, yeah, exactly. Bearded Max said they were on their phone. They never saw the join button. It is yeah, it's tough when you're on your phone, but they don't make it easy. And there's Phil. Slow mode doesn't exist for him. He's a member. All right, man.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's get this party started a little bit. Let's see where you at. All right, there we go. How's that look, Dan?
Great.
All right, guys. So we do, this a travel show is going to be kind of like a travel toothbrush here for maybe not useful for not quite as long, but we're going to take questions. If you do have questions, you can either save them. And usually about mid-show, we'll talk about them.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get in. So we're starting with Trent's update. Dan, you want to talk us through this?
Oh my gosh. Hey, Fable Beard Co. Welcome to the team. Oh my gosh, this one I'm pumped about, guys. We have 2 of these ones here. Yeah, I added the 24-month and the 36-month badge. I did that today. Cool. Thank you, Scott. And this was huge. Trent has been on this show, not only just this channel, but Trent's been on this show for a very, very long time. Hey, Nailbanger. Been on here for a long time, and his before pictures, before growing, were already epic, and he wanted to try to grow longer, and you see on the left side there. And we recommended a pretty significant transparency trim, but it still left him with more length and more body than the before, right? And this is exactly what Phil says here. My goodness, did he nail the addition by subtraction? Like, absolutely. Right. Like, how is that the same beard?
I don't know, man.
Like, it seems like it got bigger. It got stronger, but it's in that section. It's the same hairs.
Now we got a second. I have some comments on this, but we have a second one. You want me to jump over to that?
Yeah, let's hit it.
All right. There's the side. Just as strong as the front view.
Like, doesn't it look thicker and like bigger?
Look, I'm going to go back over here. Look at these eyes. He knows how well he did.
Oh, yeah.
He's pleased. And that's a great thing. A photo, it starts with a beard, but then you always do look at the eyes and you say, are they confident? And you can just tell, like, he knows. And I love that he knows. And I love that if we were able to help him to achieve that kind of like happiness, that's amazing. But, he didn't take off. It looks like it's crazy to think.
We'll see the logo.
You, like, evenly brush it out, like you would have that much balance in it.
Yeah. You see the logo there? We can see exactly where he took it off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, same shirt.
That's good for scale. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. And I do want to welcome, we got a new beardsman in the chat, Mr. Whittington. Welcome, man. You're in the right channel, right place. So, yeah, this is absurd how amazing this trim is. So amazing. Evan says goals here. Addition by subtraction to the T. To the T here. It looks thicker. And I hit the other one for me, Mayor, for a second. I have a hypothesis here where this beard on the right looks thicker, looks like it's wider and bigger. I wonder if it's possible, and I could be off here, it could be just a perspective thing. Keep in mind, guys, perspective changes a lot. If the longer beard with the transparency, if there's more weight on it, if it thins it out and kind of that weight's pulling it down, so the top part of the beard is a little bit more condensed, and when he removed that bulk from the bottom, it was like, and it was able to relax and breathe and get a little bit bigger. Oh, Fable donated 20.
What?
Hey, did that go through? Do you see that on your end?
Would I on at StreamYard?
Oh, is that what the 50 was?
I don't. Maybe. I don't know.
Check on. Do you have YouTube up, man?
I do not. I'm a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Pull up YouTube for me real quick if you could.
Yep.
I can't see that. StreamYard doesn't show us that. All I saw was the it shows up as like a super chat. Oh wow, he did. That's
you got
crazy.
Do you still need me to go over there?
I would love to if you want to if you're able to scroll back up and see who the new members are.
All right, and my audio needs to get turned off on the monitor, so hang on because I'm gonna jump in. It might be weird for a sec.
If you can't, don't worry about it.
All right.
But hey, Fable, thank you, Count. We just can't see it on StreamYard. For whatever reason, it doesn't let us see that stuff. So, oh man, super cool.
Yeah, no, 20 new memberships from Fable, and then Jay just gave 2.
Wait, that's not showing up for us.
I've got it here.
Okay, you got YouTube up? Perfect.
Yeah, I just turned the sound off. That's crazy, guys.
I I appreciate that, guys, and I apologize. I was not skipping over it. This platform that I have on my mobile phone does not show it. That's amazing. Okay, who was the other one that donated? Or
Jay,
gifted?
Bearded Wolverine, donated a
Oh,
couple.
man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So if you want to read real quick, it'll say who the new members are. If you go up, I would love that.
All right. So okay. So how do I know? Let's see.
It'll say in the actual YouTube chat. Unless it's not there,
okay,
again,
so
don't worry about it.
Leo, Hannah, Lavina, let's see. Bad and Bearded Casey, J-Man, Gangsta Eyes, Unknown, DeSanto, Matt, Donald, Alan, Gilu, Gnome, Beard Ambitions, Yaneth.
Oh, Sandy. Dave.
Adam T, Animal Tracks.
Nice.
And I think that's
cool. Hey, thank you. Thank you,
A1, Davini, Ken Sheldon.
Awesome. And welcome, Dan from Wayward. Jay and the Wizard Colin, thank you guys, man. I wish StreamYard would show us that, but hey, it is what it is. If you guys see it pop up, any other gifts, I'm not expecting it, not asking for that, but if you see any, please let me know, and the mayor will keep an eye on the YouTube side of things as well. It really is, man. It's so crazy. I mean, it's a big time, Mom. Yeah, Dave, put that on your application. That's a resume builder right there. You are a member. So, man, thank you guys. That's so. YouTube killed it with that feature. Being able to gift it to other people, that's so cool, man. So cool.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Awesome. Supports everybody, you know.
Hey, and one thing on Trent too. Do you notice the sideburn difference over by the ear?
Oh, I did not, but yes.
We have more separation. What do you think?
I was watching YouTube and I was a little bit behind myself. I love it. A clear separation is good. And it kind of fit what he was doing with the trim. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's proportionate. I dig it. Let's go back to that front view one more time.
All right.
Man, that is what this show is all about, you guys, right here. Yep, right here. That's what this show is all about. That is before awesome beard, great beard, keep growing. We will never discourage anybody from growing. But at the end, that is a purposeful, that is immaculate. Anybody sees that, they are obligated to comment and compliment him. If you don't, you are a jerk because you're thinking it. You're just choosing not to say it.
No, I would say this is, that's the beauty of this show has given us a dialogue to talk about things. When I first got involved, it was all, with beards and it's just a common thing. Guys are like bigger.
Right.
But, with the way hair grows, especially our beards grow, it's not even always. And it isn't always bigger. You can get as big as you want, but sustained kind of growth where you're balancing stuff out is huge.
Yeah. And I agree with Tyler. It does shock me at how much thicker beards look after those big trims. In Diablo, the time between trims is less than a week. He sent in, got on the show, trimmed it that night or the next day, and sent us the updates. That's so cool. That is so cool. So, yeah, man, that's all I got. Trent, thank you for sending us the update. That is what we're here for. That's what this show is all about. Less than a week difference. That's what you got right there, guys.
Yep, agree. Thank you so much. And this is proof in the pudding of what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, you want to hit Todd's comment right there? You want to read that?
So Todd said, this will give others the courage to try the same trim. And that's true. That's what this show does, is it gives people, Trent sending in, Trent showing, sharing his concerns, asking questions. That's, something guys just aren't really always great at.
Yeah.
And when you step up, Trent, for example, Trent, there's 5 or 6 guys out there, maybe 10, that you got their wheels turning, and you may have been the catalyst to getting them towards a better beard or being happier with their beard at least.
Yeah, thank you, Trent, man. We all appreciate it.
All right. This is Kevin. Kevin says, I rock a thin blonde beard, going for a long, maybe 5-year beard. This is a 1-year beard, and I wouldn't mind your thoughts. I trim myself as I don't trust others cutting it for me. I think they would be used to thicker beards, and I tried to trim my sides, which is a no-no for a thinner beard like mine. I currently use oil, a blow dryer, and then some beard butter in the morning after my shower, which helps in length because it's super curly and it will slink up from the hot water. Let me know what you think. Anything I should be doing differently. All right, so we heard his routine. It's kind of a general request.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Awesome, Kevin. Mayor, go ahead and kick it off. Whatever you feel, whatever feedback other than I'll start with just some positive feedback. It's purposeful. It's stylish. You can tell this guy cares about his beard. I love that.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail. Let me get my laser up, but lots of the mustache is well groomed. It's brushed out of the side. There's, a lot of times we'll get guys, we'll have a piece of advice for that. The side profile is good. I don't, he's, one of the things, another area that Kevin is strong in that he's doing is the styling of these sides here. Depending on length, sometimes we see guys that will like kind of neglect those areas with heat, or he says using a blow dryer. Yeah, it looks truly styled. Let me jump back and read for a second and just make sure. So he did mention something, Dan, about a blow dryer and some. It's okay. So he uses butter in the morning after a shower because of length. It's because it's super curly and it will slink up from the hot water. So if somebody, I guess I would ask this, if somebody is kind of having that where they think it's like curling up, is it usually hot water? Is it his blow drying technique, or maybe a couple things? And would, the beard butter, we usually recommend evening. What are your thoughts on that, Dan?
Yeah. And great question. And if I'm understanding correctly, are you thinking it's taking it as it's like curling up throughout the day?
Yeah. The way it was said, I was thinking it was right after styling it. Beard butter is showing, okay. Thinner beard. Okay, so he does. He says he has a thinner beard. I don't really see that. I think it's the color, the coloring of the beard more than anything. It's pretty standard and typical. I use a blow dryer and then some beard butter in the morning after shower, which helps the length because it is super curly and will slink up from the hot water. So I don't know if it's right after. He said from the hot water, so I don't know if he's like right after the shower.
True. So Kevin, if you're rocking butter in the morning, there's nothing wrong with that. I saw Gary just came in. I believe Gary, he commented in the Facebook group today. He still uses butter every morning. So there's nothing wrong there. I would love to ask the same question that Mark had. Are you trimming your cheeks? Is that cheek line completely natural, or are you doing some trims there? I would love to hear your answer on that. And my response to the curling, you got kind of two options if that's something that's bothering you. One is use something to style and control it like you're doing with butter. Two would be to dial in your heat routine, right? I know he's using heat. I know he's got different things. I promise you, if it's the water that's making that beard curl, you can follow that water with the proper heat routine and it won't curl. You'll be able to get that dialed in. It may have to go through longer, may have to go through hotter, may have to step outside your comfort zone, but I promise you can get that. And he said all natural cheeks. That's crazy because your natural cheeks look like a crispy line. Like you don't usually see a crispy line like that. And oh yeah, Doug Sloan for the clutch win here. Kevin, if you are not, click that video and save it for after the show. I agree. Finish with a cold rinse. I did not cold rinse for a couple of days in a row because I was in camping and I didn't want to switch to the cold water, and it's just like kind of a hassle. I felt it. I felt the difference in my beard, and I know not everyone believes in that. I break down the science in that video, but it makes a true feel and styling difference. So if you're not doing a cold rinse, that would be clutch.
It's also wakes your whole body up too.
For sure.
Cold rinse your whole body and get you.
I try to push that. So if you do any like research on that, it's so good for your health. It's even good for your mind, right? Waking you up, getting you going. But the whole body's tough. Most days, I'll be honest, I just take the hose down from the shower head and do the beard. But the whole body, man, that is tough. And good question by Nailbanger. What about using a leave-in conditioner? I only recommend leave-in conditioner at night. I know some people swear by it. Different cultures swear by it during the day. I don't recommend that in any situation. I believe that leave-in conditioner is just deep nourishment and should be rinsed out and should not be going for the day. How long do I do a cold rinse? Man, 20 to 30 seconds, just enough to fully saturate my beard and especially the skin. So yeah, about 20 to 30 seconds there.
Yeah, the cold rinse. It depends on how good or bad you were that day, how long you hang in there.
Right.
I think there's a word for what I'm describing it. Okay. So Kevin, all in all, excellent. He said he uses a blow dryer. If he's worried, I'm just going to throw this in there, guys, because you know who I am. If you're worried about length and you want it to be as long as possible, it may be time you consider like a heated brush, like an Amberlight Pro or something like that, because you mentioned that it sounds like you want it to be as long as it can get. And as far as styling goes, the bringing, a little heat's going to straighten it out. But again, that's a whole nother game, and you can be perfectly happy with using a blow dryer too.
Yeah, absolutely. And TR, welcome, man. TR is a maniac in a great way. Nailbanger, who makes a beard wash similar to Whiskey and Hardtack? No one right now, but stay tuned for an announcement in probably about a week or two. Oh, wow, that's wild. A couple people have said this. Somebody else agreed with him. Who was this? I saw somebody else that said, Scott said same thing, that the water doesn't get cold in the summer. It's just room temperature. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Did you know that, man?
Yeah, I guess it just depends on your water supply. That's crazy. How it's getting to you and how long it sits in close to the surface of the earth. I guess that could be a thing for sure. You kind of ran into that down in Punta Cana. Things don't get as cold when Denver is cold.
Yeah, for me, Punta Cana, it's still, because I did my cold rinse and that was like a lifesaver for me.
Okay.
Because I get so hot and sweaty. So yeah, it made a big difference. And he said he's from Texas, hot water. Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, Molly, hey, everybody in the chat, stop what you're doing, please, right now.
Well.
Throw a congrats in the chat. Molly has graduated from barber school. Woo! Our resident barber on the channel here. She has graduated officially. I believe she announced it today. So most of you know and love her. So congratulations. That is truly, truly fantastic. And guys, if you have not tried a cold rinse, give it a shot, please. And make sure you give it a shot before you're styling. If at night you don't style afterwards, you're not going to notice a difference. But if you do it in the morning or whenever you style your beard, I can almost promise you will notice a difference. Not everybody, right? Everybody's a little bit different, DNA, water supply, all that stuff. But if you go into styling, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And again, special shout out to Wolverine and Fable. Thank you guys for your generosity tonight.
Truly, guys. All right. And we are in that question time. We'll give you guys a moment to prepare your questions. I will say that one of the most asked questions the last 6 months is where is Molly? Especially the last month. You think every show we got every other show.
Yeah.
Where's Molly? So we're glad to have you back, Molly.
We miss Molly so much. Her perspective, her input, her experience, so much.
Her line of demarcation.
Right. Evan, I don't believe Fable has samples right now. Colin, if you're still in here, anybody that's a Fable fan, correct me if I'm wrong, but off the top of my head, I don't believe that we have any. Nevitz, I would recommend from the normal line, the Teacher. It's a pretty good one based off of a Teacher. It's a very positive scent. I would recommend that. Out of the CBD line, Fable CBD, I would recommend the Grower, which is one of Sam's favorite scents of all time. One of mine, I brought it. It's the only scent I brought. That, and I like to mix it with Ginger Jamboree from Beard Octane, so I brought both of those. And I would also recommend the Creator. I would recommend the Creator as well. All right, we got some questions coming in here that we'll be hitting. And Molly says, thank you so much, everyone. Officially graduated today around 10:30. It's surreal. Going to take a couple of weeks off. Let's go, Molly. Love that. All right, Dan, have you been to the Fable headquarters? No, but I will be going there for sure on Friday. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know if we have plans to go tomorrow, but I will be at the Fable headquarters on Friday for our Vault live stream, 2 p.m. Eastern, you guys. Giveaways, really big giveaways, like thousands of dollars worth. I'll say that again. Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll launch the stream after this one tonight. I got to do some work tonight. And we're going to be giving away thousands of dollars a giveaway. Pretty amazing. One of them may be a $500. It's crazy. So be there. But I will be going to the headquarters. I've been to the castle where they live. And no joke, it is a castle. I've never been in a house like that. It's silly. Absolutely silly on that one. So, yeah, thank you. Have you tested the Dr. Sleep? No, I haven't, Tyler. I need to. I have them, but I think you asked me about them specifically. I'll be honest, I dropped the ball on that one. So, no, I have not. When is this? Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern on this channel. I'm going to be there. Colin, the Wizard's going to be there. Who knows? Maybe even Jeff, the Fable artist, will be there. I'm not even sure. Well, we will see on that. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. Coffee Talking Tech? What's up, buddy? How you doing? Coming over from the content creator community. What day? Friday.
I was gonna say I did see earlier in the chat. Somebody asked me if the beard was itchy and where I was at with that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's almost through that phase. I'm almost through that phase. I regularly have used oils. I'm pretty serious about hydration and taking care of my skin, but it's almost gone. It's almost through it. Just with the oil, it hasn't been an issue at all this time.
That's awesome.
Just noticeable, but knowledge is power.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt. Ryan P, I know, is going to be there. He's a big Fable fan. Excited to have you on Friday. And Mark, thank you. The Airbnb is really nice. So my first ever Airbnb was actually with the mayor and Tyson and all the guys down at Jackson Hole. That was a massive house that slept. How many would you guess that house slept, Mayor?
Well, there were 4 in my room, 5, 6, 7, probably 2, probably 15.
Right. Huge. Full out house. This one is different. I'm actually in front of the house right now. They have a really nice house, really cute house. It is actually the garage. They have a two-stall garage. They took about a third of the garage and they converted it into like a little room downstairs with like a couch, a TV, and a little teeny tiny kitchen area. Stairs go up into a vaulted ceiling, and there's a bed and a bathroom. That's it. So it is tiny. When the Airbnb person saw that we had a family of 5, they were like, "How do you guys fit?" And we make it work, of course, really well. It's tiny, but everything is thought out so well. You ever been in like a small space where it's like, oh, that's smart. Oh yeah, it's like that. So it's really cool. We might be team Airbnb now.
Yeah, every apartment in New York City, every hotel, like doing more with less room.
Yeah. Steve, I'm going to kick this to other Steve here in a second to give you his rundown and actually his discount. But currently is the trimmer that I use for my head hair, for my back hair, and for my beard. It is the Brio Beardscape. Yes, that is all I use right now.
Agree. You can the Brio version 2 took off my beard for the first time. So whatever that means.
On purpose.
But it did it really. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. It's pretty smooth. It almost like peeled off with that Brio plus a 0 gap blade. Mayor 10 is going to save you 10% at Brio. As far as the version 1 versus the version 2, the difference is I do get asked that a bit. And, the version 2, the newer one, is a little more expensive. The big differences are the grip's a little better. It's completely blacked out. And the travel lock. So if you ever have had wanted to take it and travel and was in a bag and it just ran the whole time and then you didn't have your juice, it'll prevent that.
Yeah, Casey said 10 to 15 could sleep there. And Stephen Dan, will you use an oil that smells good but doesn't respond to your type? So essentially he's saying you love the smell of an oil, but it doesn't work well for you. Steve, would you use that oil?
If I really like a scent, most of our companies are pretty bright in that they put their scent into different products as well. But it depends on what problems I'm having with it. If it's breaking on my skin, and I don't know. You could always dab a little like a cologne and go for it if you like the scent. But no, I wouldn't probably put it in my beard if it was doing something to my skin. There's too many better options.
Yeah, agreed. No, unless I'm reviewing and I have to use it multiple times, I will. I've done it on camera a couple times for you guys. I'll take one for the team. But no, I actually got into the beard game because of an oil that smelled really good. And I just knew that it wasn't right and there was something better out there. And the brand was called Billy Jealousy. And I think the name of it was like Devil's something. It smelled fantastic. Sam actually got me into it and was like, hey, try this. It smells really sexy. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I tried it. It was horrible. It had literal rubber in it. Like an actual ingredient was liquid rubber. And so I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. So no, I could not do that. And yeah, those Beard Octane videos, I think they got some big ones coming too. Question, Dan C, why don't you recommend letting leave-in conditioner all day? Great question, Martin. I may have to make this a dedicated video now that you ask. It does not serve much of a beneficial positive during the day, not even at night. I do not recommend leave-in conditioner more than once or twice a month. It's pretty much like a boot camp or a rehab, like really bad conditions that can kind of jumpstart the hairs again. It is not intended for the skin whatsoever. But during the day, you move, you sweat, you drink water, you have like this actual detox process that's happening. And if you have leave-in conditioner, you're not allowing your process to do that. At night, you're sleeping. You're not drinking water. You're not moving as much. Hopefully, you're not sweating as much. And you can let that leave-in conditioner do its job without stopping all the other properties that your beard needs. And that would be the biggest thing, is the difference of your activity as compared to when you're sleeping, as compared to when you're awake and about.
And all in all, I'll I just tested like 3 of them. Leave-in conditioner is kind of like a shortcut, and it's a fast fix that might make you, it might make you feel like your beard is healthier or better, but it's a slippery slope, and you can't get out of there without like our whole reset. Over time, with a shorter beard, after using it, leave-in conditioner, it feels great for a little bit, but then my other products don't work as well, and overall it just kind of accumulates.
For sure, that buildup is real, absolutely real. Thank you, Alex, for the suggestion. Mayor, I got 2-part question for you. I would love you to read this and then reflect on it. Just pour out your heart, leave a little reflection now that you're 3 weeks into videos. And then also, have you gotten any comments from 2 places? One, people you know, all right?
I know.
People you know in person that say, hey, whoa, hey, man, what happened? Then number 2, have you gotten any beard compliments from strangers, not online, with this regrowth yet? But first, reflect on this comment and then also just the process of this new series.
Okay. So first of all, thank you. True North says, Mayor's video you dropped earlier was awesome. Love the progress and the product talk. Thank you. I'll tell you guys, just because you're here, video, like the YouTube video is the top of of what we do as far as importance, energy,
reach,
everything we do. And it is a daunting like thing. And I'll jump over to Dan's, and I'm not Dan, but I really appreciate anything positive with that, putting yourself into it and doing the takes. And Dan and I had a long kind of a talk about like how many takes he does. I was actually surprised versus what my perception was of how he could just kind of reel things off real fast. So thank you for that. I'm really starting to enjoy it. And this week, I've already got some notes about a couple things that I've learned, having done this show and then watching my growth come out and then knowing my beard for like trying to style my beard over the last couple of years. There's some stuff that I'm like, oh, well, that's why this is happening. And oh, I remember last time what I did at this phase that I shouldn't have. So I look forward to sharing those guys with you. There are just a ton of support, a ton of positivity. The second part of your question, Dan, you asked me, has anyone I know said what happened to your beard? I have had, like, the boys are on swimming, so we'll go to swim meets and people will see me, or we'll be out socially, and so I think if I'm trying to remember, it's not so much what happened, but more of like, I didn't recognize you. Who was that guy? I didn't realize it. All over the spectrum. Nobody really comes up to you and be like, man, you look terrible now. They don't usually drop that. But there have been a few that have been positive. There've been a very few that have like indicated they thought They like the short, scruffy look or less of a beard, but that's, you know, less. And as far as has anyone said anything about what it looks like now? No, not in, you know, not in public. Not anybody I went out and said that I haven't like really called it a beard yet. So it's interesting. It really brings me back to a lot of memories of the first time, and you know, it's so different this time. Like as I'm trying to run a marathon race to get back to where I was, rather than last time as I was slowly like entering into this idea of having facial hair. This it's more fun from this because I pretty much know what to expect. A little more confidence with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I could go on and on about how much this does for the mayor and his persona, his confidence, his everything, man. It's super cool to see, and I appreciate everybody that supports. We have a lot of like experienced beardsmen that have no plans of starting over, no plans of shaving, and they still watch, they still enjoy, they still comment, they still support. So I appreciate you guys so much. And Martin, you're absolutely welcome, man. We never expect any donation or any payment for questions answered, but it is always appreciated. So thank you so much. And when I say that, I mean it. We don't come into this. We've never been like, I wonder if we'll get super chats tonight or anything like that. It's never happened. So thank you. And my phone is taken for the stream. You guys normally see that process of the wheels spinning and writing down video ideas. So I came prepared tonight. I brought a pen and I brought my my sticky notepad because I knew I'd get some ideas from you guys. And already I got a video that I will be filming because of you. So thank you so much, you guys. That is awesome. Paul asks, chemical straighteners for my medium beard? No, do not use a chemical straightener on your beard. Absolutely not. It cannot happen without grossly damaging your beard. Dan, Mayor, LCW from Beard Octane is everyday wash, or does it depend on beard type? Everyday wash.
Every day for me, for sure.
Yeah, there could be some slight differences in your oily skin, your dry skin, all that. But no, when it comes down to the pH level, first and foremost, and when it comes down to the excellent blend of ingredients, it is not a wash that's going to harm you by using it every day. So, Nicholas, it is a daily wash for everybody. Later, Westway. And Weatherbeard, that is on Sam's list. If it is gluten-free and donuts are anywhere near it, Sam will be sniffing it out. So, absolutely. All right, Mary, here you go.
Been using. Leo said I've been using a detangling brush instead of a comb or boar's head bristle brush. What do you think?
I think that's like your bag brush.
The airbag.
I believe we can clarify with Leo, but I believe that is most times what a detangling brush is.
I always have one within reach. Yeah. If that is the case, I would say yes. A boar's hair brush would not get deep enough, and like you like maybe took two processes and put them into one. And Leo, I know you're into doing things efficiently and as the best possible. And I think if it's working for you, I could see how that would be like a time saver, all that.
Yeah, Leo, the only thing I would caution you with is exfoliation of the skin is a really important process when it comes to the beard. My hat's a little sideways. That's okay. It's a really important process when it comes to the beard. When the health of the skin and getting rid of those dead skin cells, but also promoting blood flow. When you really massage that skin, it's going to be promoting that blood flow. And so I would encourage you to just make sure you're finding a way to get in that blood flow. Mary, you want to hit that comment?
Mark says, I'm on 3 months of collagen peptides and biotin. Incredibly happy with the results. I would never have tried either without the knowledge and support of this group. We hear that frequently.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Gary, I actually told him this yesterday. It's a running joke. If you guys missed that story, it's like you got to be there kind of thing. But essentially, a lady in the Dominican looked over to me and Sam and goes, "He's so hard to look at." And we were like, "What?" And she goes, "His features." It was like a compliment, but creepy and strange. It was, it was, it was interesting, for sure.
That was a moment for sure.
All right, Eric wins. LCW definitely depends on your beard type. If you have one, you can use it every day. If you don't, it won't help you.
Eric's been I don't think that's a veiled shot at me, but he was hurt. I think he was a little hurt when the beard went away. But Eric, as you can see, we're getting back there. The fall, you're never gonna even know what happened. So
I wish
bear with
you
me, Eric.
guys, yeah, I wish everybody in here gets the chance to interact with Joe and Eric and just how they vibe together and their humor and their personalities and just overall how great of people they are. But the humor is just something because they're very different, right? Like me and the mayor, we're very different. We're very like in a lot of ways, same with Eric and Joe. But like humor wise, they're so different. Like personality wise, they're so different, but it just works. It's just so funny.
Yin and yang.
Yeah,
it does
really
look like
is.
you, Yogo. Did you see that logo? Logo. Diablo said, do you think you'll do any derma rolling during regrowth? No, I'm fortunate that I that has not even crossed my mind as a necessity. Nope.
Yeah, no. Derma rolling is just simply to fill in patches and bare spots and activate dormant hair follicles, and he doesn't have that. Essentially what it does is it attacks the skin and forces the collagen growth again to kind of bind it back together. I have a video on it, and it's interesting. It was invented with a tattoo machine. They don't like to say tattoo gun, even though the study says tattoo gun, tattoo pew pew. And it was used with a tattoo machine on scars to see if they could activate that collagen reforming. And there's some real interesting information. All right, how dry does your beard feel after that Tennessee heat? Yeah, so you guys in the South, man, you are different. Like you are different. Like it's hot up in Michigan today, but right now, I'm looking at the temperature on my truck right now, you guys. It says 97 degrees.
Yo.
Oh man, I just lost my setup. Can you see that, Mayor?
Yeah, I see your. Yeah, I see. Yeah, we see it.
97, you guys. That is silly. I will say though, my beard today has a combination mixture of ginger jamboree and the grower, and it feels still pretty good. Now, is my style perfect? Is it looking like the best beard that I've ever styled? No, but that's after a day of the zoo. That's after a day of golf cart riding in the wind. That's after 111 feels like, but it's doing pretty good. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. So yeah, thanks for asking there, Count. it is definitely. Dan, what brand of sunglasses do you recommend? Well, since I bought my first pair from Dick's Sporting Goods about a month ago, I have absolutely no recommendation for you. That is out of my expertise in any way, shape, or form. I cannot help you there. I think he's making fun of me. So yeah. Yeah, Sam likes the hat backwards. I don't, but I will oblige. If Sam likes it, she thinks it's attractive, I'll rock it. I'll rock it. What about you, Mayor? Does Betsy like a hat, and does she like it backwards or forward or both?
I have not rocked the backwards hat very much at all, unless necessary. I think she likes a hat, but she likes the hair too. When you got the hair, you gotta share. You gotta share. When you got the hair, you gotta share.
You put that one in place on the fly.
Boom.
I like that. All right, here you go, Mayor.
Does anyone ever use salt and pepper just for men to place a little color in a white beard, or just leave it white? In general, we just for men in general, we have a just for men, just for men, and that's what we recommend typically. I don't, it sounds like it's more like a highlight, and I'm not familiar with it, but again, any kind of coloring, again, you're gonna have to keep it up.
Yeah, yep, I agree. I don't recommend it. It's very rare that I ever recommend coloring. The only time I recommend coloring your beard is if it helps the structural integrity of it, where you have really thin, really blonde hairs that look like they're not there. And if you color them, it shows up. But I don't normally recommend that. Oliver says, does it matter the brand of derma roller, or can I just buy a cheap one from Amazon? Oliver, I don't actually know. My common sense and my gut would say all it is a plastic handle with a plastic rotating drum that has little needles pointing out. Now, does it matter how sharp they are? Does it matter how they're cut, how they're polished? I don't actually know that. The derma rolling and minoxidil side of things, I strictly know from research and talking to people, and I don't usually like commenting on those things. For example, I get asked often to make a video about beards and motorcycles and like what's the best way to protect your beard on a motorcycle. I haven't made that video yet because I don't ride motorcycles. I'm not going to ride motorcycles. So it's not, I feel like I could answer it, but I also like being genuine and having experience. So that's one of the reasons why the mayor's so great on this channel, right? Is this growth process, having a short beard, those things that I don't have, he's able to speak about it from a genuine place. So Oliver, my common sense would say any would work, but I don't really know. All right, here's Brad. Common question we get a lot. I'm probably due for a French fork update video. I have issues growing around my Adam's apple. Is that what eventually turns into a French fork? Yes, 100%. My hair is, in general, grows slower than the center of my neck. Yep, Brad, the French fork is almost always due to that V growth pattern around the Adam's apple, around the neck, as it grows longer. So, yes, almost always that is exactly the case there. For sure, for sure.
Well, I know we're not there yet, but Molly's coming in clutch in the comments again, just hitting us with like knowledge, but we'll get to it.
Cool. Martin says, is it good thing to let your beard dry naturally instead of using hair dryer? So Martin, I just did a video on this. Doug, if you could come in clutch on this, man, you might, if you could find this, you might have to scroll down through the video. I can't think of the best search term for it right now. But Martin, no. There's actual science. I provided a peer-reviewed journal, and I believe the study was done by Harvard Medical. And it is better, when done properly, to dry your beard with heat. That we have the center of our beard, and when there's too much water, it damages the beard. And I myself, and many in the chat right now, can give that anecdotal personal experience to say, yes, my beard literally feels better when I use a blow dryer. No exaggeration, no cap. I used to take days off, and I thought that. I was like, ooh, I'm going to give my beard a break from heat. I'm going to give it a lazy day. It's like a recovery day. And my beard felt like crap. Not only did it look like crap, but it felt horrible. And I always had that, but my intuition wouldn't let me believe it. And then that study came out, and I believe this last year, and it was like mind-blowing to have that kind of validation.
Give Doug a shout out. It was about 14 seconds until he had that video linked in the chat. So
what a beast.
he was almost scarily fast with that.
What a beast. Dan, have you lowered your product use? Because nope. My product use has nothing to do with where I'm going, what I'm doing. I am consistent as it gets. Doing consistent as it gets. Awesome, man. You guys are asking great questions tonight. We have a really short content show, so these questions are clutch.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hit that one, Mayor, that's what you were referring to.
Just make sure you're using a hair color that's for facial hair. Regular hair color on the face can, and usually will, cause a bad reaction. Probably too strong, I would guess.
Yeah. Yep. Doug, man. Doug is coming in clutch and giving the smiley faces. You're the man, Doug. That is so awesome. Yep. And yeah, and some people will say the other way, and I'm sure that there's a lot of like personal DNA and variables there. But the study, if you guys have not watched that video, watch the video. And then if you're into reading kind of like medical speak, go read that study. It's one of the most proud ones that I've ever had. So, hey, Oliver, congratulations, man.
Yeah, that is huge.
That's fantastic. Mine's just really student loans, but yeah, we'll get there. So when you do a cold rinse and then you use heat to dry it, does it offset the benefits of each? No, because they each have benefits, Jack. So real quick to give you guys, because it's been brought up and it seems like we have several new people to the concept of cold rinse. The cold rinse benefit doesn't actually have anything to do with the hairs themselves. The cold rinse benefit is because of the blood rushing to your skin. So what happens is when you're taking a warm shower, all the blood is flowing pretty normal, pretty good. And then when you finish it with a cold rinse, it's like a mild case of hypothermia. And what happens when you have that like mild case or even serious case of hypothermia is all the blood leaves the surface. It actually, when it gets extreme, what happens is all your blood goes to your internal organs to heat it up and protect it. right? What happens when you get real cold? You get frostbite. Why? Because there's no blood flowing to your extremities. Your fingers and toes are not needed to survive. So your body says, whoop, we don't need those. The same thing happens on your face. When you hit it with that cold water, the blood goes, and goes away. The second you step out of the shower and you get into like warm air, all of that blood, boom, rushes back to the source, into the place where you need it. And it's like this like crazy boost of nourishment for your facial hair. It's amazing. So no, it doesn't actually have to do, people think like, oh, it closes the pores, it does this to the cuticle, it does this to, no, it actually is just all about the blood flow, which is pretty cool.
It looks like we had Alley Cat just donate 5 memberships.
Hey, let's go. Thank you. Are you able to hit us with who got them?
Looks like Tony, Kevin, James, Detecting Michigan, and Daniel all got a membership.
Nice. Do short beards need a conditioner? Great question. And I will hit you with this. Every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, the mayor has an update video following his journey of growing out his no beard, short beard to medium beard. One of the topics we will be covering is exactly when you should start using conditioner. It's not yet. The mayor, as of the last video, was 2 weeks in as a short beard, and it was not time for conditioner yet. Schmad, we will say it's coming soon, though. We can't quite give away those details, but stay tuned on those ones.
But yeah, when I have a short beard, I regularly use it. Yes.
Yep. But not a stubble, not a scruff.
Right.
A short to medium beard. What's up, Rob? Hey, man, I feel like you and Molly today, we are, right now, as I said, I showed the truck, 97 out. It hit 111 feels like today. It is just silly. Robert, it's humid here in San Diego, and my beard has gone wild. Is that normal? Yes, 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 to the ultimate degree. The number one killer of like trying to have perfection style is humidity. It's just, yes, 100%, man. That is, there is no doubt about that, man. No doubt about that. Hey, and thank you guys. Thank you again, Alley Cat. That's so cool, man.
Alley Cat.
So cool. All right. Let's see as we go through here. Hey, Trent, man, we hit your update earlier. You got to go back and see the start of the show. You got to check that one out. What's up, Anointed?
Welcome.
Yeah. All right, Mayor, here's a question for you.
Is the mayor going back to where he was or to go longer? The goal is to get back to where I was at this point. Who knows what the future, as you guys have learned about me. I will roll the dice on things once in a while. But right now I need to get back to where I once belonged. I think that was a Beatles
excited.
song.
And he's documented it all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I think we're caught up. We
all right,
seem clear on your end for questions.
All right, let's go ahead and move on.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Those were awesome. Way better than I ever expected.
This is Austin. I first shaved my beard when I enlisted in the Air Force and served over in Bosnia and Afghanistan. Thank you very much for your service. And while missing my Yeti spaghetti, so as soon as I returned home, I started growing it again. Skip forward to PTSD, male pattern baldness, and radiation therapy for thyroid cancer, and had to shave once again. Forward some more to the day I found my big brother hanging dead in his room after his divorce, and the guilt I felt over not being able to save him pushed me down into an emotional breakdown and alcohol addiction, during which time I felt hard into a deep depression and plucked out my beard clumps at a time. We've seen that. Wow. Then somehow I became a daddy and everything changed. Now, not only do I have an amazing family, a daughter and son, and last year granddaughter, but a full beard, yay, baby, around 6 to 7 good thick inches. I use Bulldog beard shampoo and conditioner, oil and conditioning balm, and overnight conditioning. I bought a heated brush, which works well. My beard journey has been long and disastrous so far, but things are looking up. I'm going gray now, but I like it. Does gray white beard hair need more oil or different treatment?
Okay. And Austin, I'll hit that last question real quick here. Generally speaking, gray hairs are missing the outer layer of protection. You're going to hear that many times on this show, but it's true. So oftentimes you want to lean more towards thicker oils that are going to kind of coat and seal rather than penetrate and absorb. However, you do want a healthy rotation. I wouldn't want anybody to ever use only thick oils. As on the other side, I wouldn't want anybody to only use thin oils. Maybe you go 4 or 5 times a week with thick oil, 2-3 times a week with a thinner medium oil. So that would be my advice on that one. And we got some help on a question here from James. Actually, a very good question I've never thought about. Should you trim your beard and your haircut at the same time? And Molly says, totally up to you. Some prefer to do it at the same time, but just follow your heart. For me, I do it separately, but I don't even really know why. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, I have someone trim, I cut my hair, and then I like when I have a beard, every third time I go in, so I go in once a month roughly, every second of 2 to 3, depending on how much, I will have them clean up certain areas where I can't reach. But other than that, there's no reason not to. I don't think sometimes as you're trying to get that line up and that defined line, but blended, they do have to adjust that slightly.
And Robert, I would recommend the Teacher by Fable. Fable has a thick oil, and a citrus scent would be the Teacher. It is my collab, but I wholeheartedly recommend that. All right, let's check out Austin.
All right, let's see what we got. And as we're checking out Austin, I just want to say it's interesting. His beard journey was obviously with a lot of things, but I can really relate. I haven't faced a lot of those hardships, but I can really relate, stepping back to how you look. The beard ties into the moment of your life, and your beard and where it was at and what you were doing. It does. It's like a benchmark, kind of like a base, and you look back at pictures and you kind of remember more of that. And if that helps, that's amazing.
For sure. And Kinsman, thanks, man. Yeah, it's the lighting. If I turn the hat normal ways, it yeah. So, but yeah, I can see that. All right, Austin, man, great. Like you said, ups and downs, trials and tribulations. The beard looks fantastic. That does not look like a beard that could be of a grandfather. That is phenomenal. If Austin is in the chat, same question that we asked somebody earlier. Austin, are you touching your cheek line? Are you trimming up your cheek line, or is that natural? I would love to hear that answer there. And I would go through and let you know advice from there. And it could be natural, but other than that, it looks really good. Mayor, thoughts, comments, advice?
Beard is well balanced, full. You can tell he's got his technique down, his styling technique. The only thing I'm going to say is consider the mustache. Consider growing that out.
Truly.
It looks like it's kind of been clipped. You're just kind of doing like a clipper with it, and it may just be personal preference, but there's a strength to that full mustache look sometimes. That
I was going to say, why is that something that we recommend and we feel so strongly about? How would you describe that to someone who's like, well, why should I consider growing my mustache out?
We're beards. I don't know. We're beard snobs, but we really have it's a really like a look, a feel, a depth, a commitment to the beard, to the, when that mustache is thicker. And I don't know, and I kind of came around to that. I was just like Austin. I was kind of keeping it short, worried about how it felt. But gosh, Dan, when I shaved, you said you forgot how skinny my upper lip looked like anyways. So
yeah,
you never know, but it can really impact that whole full look.
Yeah, no, it really does bring it together. I think it's a strong, manly feature when you have that strong upper lip, and a mustache gives you that, just like a beard can give you that jawline. And this is super interesting. His cheeks are natural. It looks like they're like crispy, edged out, but you can never tell. His cheeks really can be real natural. So Austin, I would say just make sure you let those grow. Don't try to even them out. Don't try to trim them. Don't try to line them up. Let those cheeks grow, and I bet you they go a little bit north. In a perfect world, I would love to see them kind of go up. So don't touch your cheeks if you're doing a trim whatsoever. No touch there. Your blend looks really good up on the ear. one thing to consider is you have a straight horizontal line. Mayor, if you want to like kind of put the clipper on the far right picture, right there at the
totally
top.
zoned out for a second. But
Oh, you're okay.
talking about
See
cheek
where
lines,
the blend of the beard sideburn into the head hair? You have that horizontal line. Maybe consider with the look of your beard, taking it from that top left-hand corner and just doing a little, little diagonal from there and then go down diagonally.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So instead of blending it square, doing a little bit of a not as drastic as that. Yeah, right there.
Like mid-ear to top?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And so you just have a little bit more of an angled blend. I feel like that fits your face shape really well, really, really well. And Leo's right. It's kind of a balance thing, right? A bigger mustache and a full beard, which he has a full beard. They just suit, and as Eric says, they flow together well. Yeah, there's no doubt there. They flow together well. It's
Eric
true.
said it to you because he's still not talking to me until I get my, I don't know.
True.
Eric, let me know what benchmark do I need to hit with my beard before you recognize me again as a person?
True. But Austin, that's a great beard. That's a beard again where somebody sees you, they have to say great beard. I really feel like you're a jerk if you don't. Like you got to say great beard to that.
Yeah, really, really fantastic.
Hey, Martin, welcome to the team, dude.
All right, go next slide, and that hits it. Let's jump up to full face again.
Hey, yeah. Hi. So tonight was low on content, on entries, you guys. However, this is a beautiful show, a valuable, an amazing show. It's not anything we worry about, but we would like to have a couple every single show at least, and we're going to have a show next week. We'll be back in the studio. We got some new beverages, super excited about. Tyler, who's in the chat right now, sent them out, and then also Ken, Mr. G from Hawaii, sent them out. So we got some really good beverages next week. Mayor, how do they send in? What's your plea? What's your pitch here to get them involved?
All right, guys, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. I'll be scrolling shortly across the bottom again. You send an email to us. Tell us what you're asking about. Do you just want general help? Do you have a specific targeted area? Send that with a front-facing photo and a side photo, and we will get you on the show. We'll usually hit you with a fast email before you're going to be on. Also, just a little, I'm going to put my pitches together. This Sunday, I have a Beyond Bearded show. I really feel like that show, it's starting to get some going. It just has a feel, but I've been like worked all day on the show, and I kept like adjusting and editing. And usually when that happens, it's going to be good. And I think it might be one of my best. When we're, tune in. I hope you will. It's 9 o'clock on Sunday night.
I'll be there for sure. And we do have a couple parting questions for us.
Sure.
Max says he keeps his stash trimmed so it doesn't get in his coffee and food, just personal preference. The big thing there is would be the idea, I'm blanking, I say this phrase all the time, form over function, right? Is it the idea that you care about how it looks more or how it operates more? And so for me, I choose the looks because I think it's that important for my look. If you were to ask my wife, the function side of it, she would like my mustache much shorter. That's the most important thing because that is a big barrier with kissing, right? Just to be honest. Right. And so she would love to see that go. So it definitely is a preference for form versus function. But I think most people agree that with a bigger beard, the bigger mustache looks balanced, looks better. But I totally understand the idea of wanting to kind of have certain things not really get kind of messed up here. And I want a big full mustache. How do I get used to it rubbing on the bottom lip? Maybe you want to hit that?
I would, I don't know. If mine ever got to that point, I never really noticed it. But Eric says, Robert, use a blow dryer and a comb and a brush to brush it to the sides. Easy to keep the sides throughout the day. Yeah, start styling it is a great answer.
Yeah, so Robert, click that video that Doug highlighted. It's called The Lazy Walrus. And all it does, the reason why I do that is because it gives it a little bit of style, but it keeps it off the lower lip. And you do want to go through, and this is what I thought the mayor was going to hit you with, is just small little trims, right? Mayor, isn't that something that you would do decently regularly?
Truly, especially down in these corners. They'll get, just little scissor, like drone strikes, very targeted.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the pucker approach on the mustache trim. Do you want to touch on that real quick?
Another, Another way is to kind of do the duck lip pick, and then you can kind of see what's happening. I get these like really the vellus or the thin like those stragglers right here, and they just jab in. So I'm doing, you know, I do have that kind of problem consistently, but it's not a big deal. Like once a week, every 10 days, I might have to hit a couple with the scissors.
Did Fable, is he referring to earlier? I know he had some Wi-Fi problems, or did Fable do some more?
I'll check. I don't think so.
Okay, I haven't seen any comments here. Yeah, TR Fable went crazy earlier.
No, he did it again.
He did it again?
I believe. I can't tell. No. You guys help me out.
Yeah, it'll be on the chat side of YouTube.
Let's see here. Yeah, there's like 20. I'm not seeing it pop up, but there's like a full 20, or does that? Yeah, it has to be, I think. Hang on, guys. We're gonna pause 10 seconds while I get my life together. In the chat.
Help us out in the chat, guys. Did Fable do a new one, or is that referring to the older one?
I'm scrolling up. Let's see. Well, I see a full like gift. Oh wow, we just had another one. Okay, so he said Fable challenged him because here's what just happened. TR just bought 20.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying it's the older one, but TR did 20.
But TR just did 20. He's Jake, welcome. Abraham, welcome. Let's see. Abraham, Lara, Crackerjack, Eric, Limeade, Ruddy Man Grooming. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Let's see what else. Jason, Bearded Italian, Gnomes, Michael H, Heath, Jared, Carlos, Sparky, Dark Soul, JP Lonzamore, Jason Esser. They were all just gifted with memberships. Wow,
that's so cool. TR went ham. So it started with Sean on Monday, and then G Lou from Alley Cat started doing it. Then TR was like, I seek your challenge, and he started doing it. Then G Lou came back for more. And yeah, no, TR, that's amazing, man. Yeah, Fable started the night off dropping the 20, and then TR comes back like a madman. It's so like you get to gift it to people that don't have it. Like, I want to know who at YouTube thought of that. Who was in a meeting that was like, what's a way we can spread some positive vibes and some like really nice kindness to the community? What if they can gift memberships?
Wow.
That's so
insane.
Cool.
Thank you so much. That's everybody. That's huge. Amazing.
And like, not only is it cool that they're member, but they get their name in green. They get the emojis. They get to feel, and there's actually an exclusive member like chat in YouTube where I get to like send exclusive messages. We will probably do another one, but we sent an exclusive promo discount code to Beauty and the Beard. It's the highest one we've ever done, and it was 2 channel members. So that was really cool. Really, really cool, man. Hey, look at that. Carlos says, thank you for gifting me. Wow, I didn't expect that. Thank you.
Super cool.
That's so cool. All right, we got a couple more here. How do you hold off shaving when everyone around you wants to? Mayor, I feel like, so yeah, he's saying everyone's telling him to shave. I was born not like caring about negative or like pressure-filled comments, so I'm not a good person to answer on that because I would say just ignore them, but I know that's not as simple for everybody. So, Mayor, you probably went through this the first go around, right? And even now, I guarantee, actually, I know you've had people that say, "Oh, keep the baby face. I like it," right? Mama's boy. Yeah. So, what would be your advice if people are telling you to shave it to keep it?
Well, first of all, you did infect me with it. I don't really care this round. I know what I'm gonna do. Bug, but
I love it.
Analytics. I know how much better I look with a beard. I feel,
True.
Literally, I can look at numbers. I was talking to Dan about it. Analytics, there's I can look at that, but I just feel better. I just like I just like the look of it. Like, it's fine. I'm more comfortable with the scruff than I was like clean. Like, so, that was crazy. Like, that was a raw, like, I'm still recovering. I'm bouncing back from that. but it frames my face better. I feel like I look better. I feel more confident, and I feel happier, and that's what it's all about.
Yep. Dig into you're doing it for you, not for anybody else. Plain and simple, right? The mayor feels more confident. The mayor feels like he looks better. And the key thing is he feels more confident. He feels like he looks better. That's it. That's it. I mean, and he's experienced what it feels like to shave and doesn't want that experience again. Every time I brush my hair, I see some beard hairs in the sink. Is that normal? Absolutely, Christopher. As long as it has a white bulb at the end of it, that's natural shedding. If it is a dark bulb, it's premature shedding. If there's no bulb, it's breakage. So you want that white bulb at the end. More normal people lose about 5 to 30 beard hairs a day. I'm in the middle there. 10 to 15 would be my normal range. The longer your beard gets, the more noticeable those hairs are. A lot of people think they increase their shedding as their beard's longer. No, you just see them more. So that would be kind of the big difference on that one. So yeah, dude, totally normal. Yep. Better at night or morning? I prefer CBD oils and products at night because it really softens my beard. It can even give me a little bit of challenging styles. For the it depends on the potency of the CBD, right? There's a difference between different numbers of them, but I prefer CBD at night. Other than things like I wear the grower during the day from Fable. But what about you, Mayor? Do you have a preference, night, day? Doesn't matter.
As saying, I'm a copycat of what you just said. There is a little, CBD typically softens my beard a little bit more. I like that usually with a butter, super soft in the morning. Tends to be that way for me.
Cool. I love this question from Tony. I think this would be a good one for you, Mayor.
I hit a point where I get a lot of compliments on my beard, which I love. However, I don't want people touching my beard. How can I be nice and say no? I don't know. That's a good question. If you have that many people coming to touch your beard, you're just too likable. I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't get that.
Right.
I don't get people asking it. Maybe a random old lady every once in a great while.
I would just say, I'm sorry, no, thank you. If it's somebody you're talking to in the grocery store, no, just germs and all that. I'm gonna stay back. That kind of thing.
Yep, great advice. TR is killing it with this advice. If people are telling you to shave, do you have to care for it? No? Okay. Do you have to kiss this? No? Okay. Do you have to sign my paycheck? No? I don't care what you think. That's awesome. That is fantastic feedback right there. Yep. And it's true right here. And I know the mayor is seeing that, man. It taught the mayor a lot seeing that shaved face.
I know it was a tough lesson, but some of the best ones in life are.
Nail banger, I will be home on Monday, so no. I try to avoid missing Monday from the studio at all costs. I think usually I do only like 2 a year away from the studio. Next week I will be back in the studio. The following week I will actually be on vacation. I think it's a Fable show, but I will be doing it from either a hotel room or a campground or anything like that. Oh, dang, that is awesome, Eric. Thank you, sir. Absolutely will. TR, reach out to me, man. Dan_command@yahoo.com or Dan C. Bearded on Instagram. We would love to send you some swag from the Beauty and the Beard. We're actually, guys, a little sneak preview. The Beauty and the Beard has been closed for a little bit because of our vacations and business trips and all that. It's going to open back up, I believe, Monday. So if you are looking to get a shirt, a decal, a cup, a hat, anything like that, Beauty and the Beard MI should be opening back up on Monday. So TR, please reach out. Eric, man, that I don't take that. I know how much money that is. I know how kind that is. I know like how ridiculous it is to type that in and send it. I know what it's like to have a wife that loves you and supports you and sees that on like an account and is able to be like, that's awesome of you, husband. Eric, thank you for being kind. Thank you, Eric. Thank you to everybody, man. It is awesome. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Man, you guys. All right, we will get out of here by 10:30 your time, but you guys keep asking great questions. Is it bad I don't pay attention to my hairs when they fall out? No, you didn't know. I would just check. Just check on the next one. I don't look at every one of mine because I know they're healthy, but I will check from time to time. So, yeah. Any alternatives you can use instead of beard oil if you're out of it? No, there really is no alternative to oil, man. You can use like your own carrier oils, but There is no alternative to oil, unfortunately. Yep. Is there an issue with tweezing grays? Yeah, you want to try to avoid that. When you tweeze, you can often introduce the possibility for infections. You can damage the follicle more easily. I don't recommend ever tweezing. So yes, I don't recommend that at all. Okay. I appreciate you. Well, TR, reach out, man. I would love to figure something out, dude. I got you. Trust me, I got you. I don't know anything about APO shipping, but reach out. We will make something happen, even if it's like getting you a gift card somewhere, somehow. I would love to have that conversation, especially because of Eric's kindness. So she won't see it. Hey, that works too. Dan, I do have a swag question. I have an unrealistic big head. Same here, the CEO and founder of the Big Melon Squad. Do you or would you sell your patch? We've thought about it, Ryan. Yeah, we actually approached a local company to hopefully help us with that, and they kind of put it off and didn't jump on the deal. So we are looking for another company to probably make some patches, because we actually have people we have people that want patches for like their vests and stuff. So there's other things as well. Thank you for answering my questions. You're welcome. And that's why I don't like just ending and leaving any of these on the board, because I know it's a question you guys really want to know, and it takes a lot of courage to ask it, especially us as men. So we appreciate you guys asking. So yes, APO is just like any other state. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about APO shipping, but TR, please reach out, man. I will make that happen. Nail banger, generally speaking, the best carrier for grays is castor oil. Other ones like olive oil, meadow foam, and jojoba are also fantastic. But usually it is going to be castor oil out there. But yeah, TR, we have an automated shipping process where Sam puts in the address and then it like calculates it out. So we'll put that in. I'll get you the information and we'll see it going. Any is Dan C or Mare tattoos? I have 3 tattoos.
You don't have your logo though.
No, funny. On our drive up here, Sam said, "Do you have any inkling to get more tattoos?" And I said, "The only one I would get is my logo." Yep.
No tattoos here, guys. Not yet. Or I don't know.
There you go. Yep.
No plans on that.
Okay. All right, guys. Another just humblingly, it's not the right way to say it, but I just say like stupidly amazing show. Like it's just, I don't sleep oftentimes after these shows because I'm just sitting there, my head's just reeling and just going crazy, man. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the content. Thank you for everything you do. Not only did I get a video topic out of it, I got a great time, enjoyable. I've been sitting in my car for 2 hours now because we met in the show. So, man, thank you everyone so much. Thank you, Mark. It was amazing a stream. Mayor, you want to go ahead and take us off here?
Guys, thank you again. Like Dan said, you fuel every aspect of what we do here and helping you. We love it. We love helping you. And we are here every Wednesday. The show has grown as the community has grown, and you're a huge part of it. Thanks to everybody that's here, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.